It's the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion. This is for Friday, the 8th of May. I'm Michael Groff. Some relief from the heat as we head into the weekend and next week. Temperatures will be closer to seasonal averages eventually, and some increase in moisture across the state, leading to widely scattered thunderstorms possible as well. Will we see any of that here in the valley? Any rain chances? Well, we'll take a look at it. First, looking at the almanac from yesterday, 106 degrees, another sizzling hot day in the valley. 72 the morning low, just missing that record high of 108 set in 1989. The normals, 92 and 67. Outside now here at 8:35 a.m., we've got mostly sunny skies out there, sitting at 84 degrees already at Sky Harbor. Dew points at 34, humidity 16%, the winds are light, and the barometer is steady. Temperatures around the area this morning ranging from 67 at Fort McDowell to, I see, a 90 on the board in North Scottsdale. Otherwise, we're mostly in the upper 70s to middle 80s in most spots. The upper air look this morning, our ridge is beginning to flatten out just a little bit in response to some energy passing well to the north of Arizona and more due to arrive on the Pacific Northwest coast as we go through the next few days. And so as a result, temperatures will be backing off. Here's the watch warning map. No more heat warnings here across the southwest. We do have wind advisories for a good portion of Texas, as well as parts of the deep south. A severe thunderstorm watch in East Texas around the Arklatex region, including Shreveport. And look at those shades of blue. Some very cold air being pulled down for this time of year into the eastern half of the country. So freeze warnings extending from Minnesota through much of the Great Lakes, the Midwest, the Ohio Valley, and into the Northeast. Convective outlook for today, we've got the standard slight risk along the Gulf Coast from around the Sabine Pass, eastward over into parts of southwest Alabama. And precipitation for the next 7 days from the WPC. No rain expected here in the valley. Some light amounts, generally at or under 1/4 of an inch for the eastern mountains, the eastern rim country of our state and parts of southeast Arizona. We'll take a look at what's going on with this pattern as we check out the models. Here we go to the GFS, the 06Z run valid at 2 o'clock this afternoon. Okay, our ridge continues here across the southwest, not quite as intense as it has been, however. And check out that big trough in the east. And the old Arctic Express is cranked up there. So for us down at the surface, mostly sunny skies, some high clouds in here from time to time today though. High temperatures today should be just a little cooler than yesterday, if you can call 101 to 104 cool by any means. Tonight, partly cloudy, moisture starting to increase across the area. Lows will mostly be in the 70s. And as you can see, this is the 3-kilometer NAM cross section here. Look out towards Sunday. You can see Sunday morning, it's got dew points spiking up to around 60. And so that's very impressive for the month of May. We'll see how that plays out. Meanwhile, as we go into tomorrow, again, we do have that mid-level low sitting there over the Baja, southeasterly flow aloft, and moisture continuing to increase. Widely scattered thunderstorms could develop over the rim country and especially the eastern mountains, but they'll be high-based thunderstorms. Don't look for these to produce much in the way of meaningful rainfall. They'll mostly be lightning and wind producers, which will elevate our fire danger risk out there. Highs here in the valley tomorrow, upper 90s to about 102. On Sunday, the GFS being more bullish with moisture, showing scattered thunderstorms over the high country, the eastern mountains, and even a few storms trying to get into the deserts. This run of the GFS continues with the trend of showing some light QPF amounts here in Phoenix. Really don't think we're going to see any rain. Looking at the atmospheric parameters, yes, the GFS does have a little ring there of a couple or a few hundred joules per kilogram worth of CAPE. That's convective available potential energy. This sort of shows the buoyancy, the instability levels of the atmosphere, but I just really don't think that the low levels, the subcloud layer of the atmosphere, is going to be moist enough at all to get any rain, much less out of the mountains and here in the deserts. So I just don't think that's going to happen. Nevertheless, a few storms could produce some outflow boundaries, some gusty winds that might get into the deserts. So we're going to put that into our forecast for Sunday afternoon. We'll call the day partly sunny and have high temperatures in the upper 90s to near 100, and it will feel a little bit sticky relative for the month of May. All right, as we go to Monday, now more of a southwesterly flow develops. Still, a few showers and storms may be possible over the higher terrain, but here in the deserts, we'll start to dry out in response to troughing developing along the west coast. High temperatures a little bit lower, mid and upper 90s. So go to Tuesday, more of the same. Low to mid 90s likely with mostly sunny skies And it will be a bit breezy as troughing continues to be the dominant feature here across the western states. Breezy, a little bit cooler, upper 80s and low 90s for the high on Wednesday and Thursday as we settle into a pattern here that will continue to be dry, but it will feature temperatures at or maybe just a little bit below average. All right, here we go to a week from today. This is Friday the 15th. This run of the GFS continues with some subtle troughing here over the southwest, which would keep temperatures at or just a little bit below average. Overnight lows with very dry air would probably drop in the upper 50s in the cool spots, mid 60s in the mid-city. And then going out 10 days to the end of the period, this is Sunday the 17th. Pretty impressive low out there off of the Pacific Northwest coast, a broader southwesterly or westerly flow in here. Temperatures would be pretty close to seasonal averages. Speaking of temperatures, checking those out off the National Blend of Models, it's got us at 102 today, or 103 today, 102 tomorrow, and then into the 90s going for much of next week, and those overnight lows dropping into the 60s. All right, that'll do it for the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for today. My next video scheduled for Monday morning. Of course, updates before that if necessary. If you enjoy these videos, be sure to subscribe, like, share, and click that notification bell so that whenever we post a brand new video, you'll be alerted. Your comments, questions, and suggestions always encouraged as well. Thanks so much for watching. As always, be safe, stay cool, drink plenty of water out there. You guys have yourselves a great Friday and a wonderful weekend.